But yeah, to those of you who did see that post, I don't know why I took so long. I actually forgot. I meant to share it with you guys way sooner than what I did about what I heard with Pelosi. I do remember sharing it in one of the Zoom meets a couple of months back. I don't know if those, I don't see a lot of people who attend Zoom on here, but I don't know if you guys remember me sharing that on one of our Zoom meets. But I remember that I never shared it with you guys. So I was like, let me put this out there. But to those of you who may not know what I'm talking about, um, on February the 13th of this year, I remember I was asleep. And sometimes when I'm in the midst of sleep, I can hear myself saying certain things, or I can just hear talking in my ear. And usually it's like the Lord is saying something to me while I'm kind of in between like sleep and conscious state. But this particular night, I heard me talking in my sleep, and all I remember saying was, "Pelosi will be removed soon." No, I heard Pelosi will step down soon. That's what I heard. So when I got up, when I caught myself saying that, I hurry up and jotted it down, and I kind of just, had it in my dream journal and didn't really think a lot about it. And I don't remember what made me think about it the night that I shared it with the Zoom group, but I shared it with them, and I just totally forgot to share it with, with you guys here on YouTube. But it's very interesting that I would hear that. And when I posted that a couple of days ago, somebody had posted an article, and it was basically an article, and it's on the post, on the community post, where there are talks of trying to get Pelosi to step down. I think there were some talks about Pelosi saying that if Trump was, if he became president again, or something along those lines, she would resign. But now, as I'm doing research on YouTube, I'm noticing that there is a lot of videos that's been circulating where they're really trying to remove Pelosi out of office, or out of the seat. So I'm just like, at this point, it's kind of hard not to be blown away at things, because when you see things in your dreams, you just kind of like, I know for me, I kind of just jot it down, and I just wait and see what God is going to do with it. And so for me to share that on here, and now I'm starting to see like a lot of stuff circulating around Pelosi being removed, which definitely is needed. It's definitely needed. I'm really just watching, and I'm really just in awe to see what God is doing with that. Do you guys remember this post? I shared this with my Zoom group first. I held on to it for a while, because I when I heard it, I was like, I don't know if I should share it. I was a little fearful. And I held on to it, and I shared it with the Zoom group around, I want to say it may have been around April or May. After I shared it with the Zoom group, I shared it on YouTube. At the end of December, the Lord told me that the year that we were coming into, 2022, was going to be the year of the turnaround. I wrote it down. I prayed on it. And when January came, he told me to tell the people that this is the year of the turnaround. I know we've seen a lot of opposition in our nation, but we've also seen turnaround in this nation as well. But I always felt that God was going to do something big, something huge. I really couldn't put my finger on it, but I just spoke the words that he told me to speak, which was, this is the year of the turnaround. He's given me dreams showing me that Satan was being held back for a time. He showed me that Joe Biden was going to be removed. He told me that Pelosi will be stepping down very soon. He told me about a lot of things that we have seen come to pass. And I know that there are a lot of people who are fearing the worst. But all I can do is stand on the words that God has told me. All I can do is speak what the Lord has told me to speak.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on this Thursday night. Tonight, the political landscape here in Washington is on the verge of very big change. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi is stepping down from leadership after a historic 20 years. The longest-serving Democratic leader in the House, Pelosi became the first woman to wield the Speaker's gavel back in 2007. First elected to Congress in 1987, she's been a trailblazer, but also a lightning rod for Republican critics. And the announcement comes after her husband was brutally attacked last month, and she was allegedly the intended target.
Scripture teaches us that for everything there is a season, time for every purpose under heaven. My friends, no matter what title you all, my colleagues, have bestowed upon me, speaker, leader, whip, there is no greater official honor for me than to stand on this floor and to speak for the people of San Francisco. This I will continue to do as a member of the House, speaking for the people of San Francisco, serving the great state of California, and defending our Constitution. And with great confidence in our caucus, I will not seek re-election to Democratic leadership in the next Congress. For me, the hour's come for a new generation to lead the Democratic caucus that I so deeply respect. And I'm grateful that so many are ready and willing to shoulder this awesome responsibility.